What is up guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Dr. Hamas Tech here in a very hot and sunny Malaysia. So today we have here the Galaxy S20 Ultra up against the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra, two very expensive phones over here in 2020. And first of all, I gotta give a shout out to Asif Gadget House for giving me this phone, the S20 Ultra, for this video. So if you guys are interested to get a new phone, do check him out. I will leave the links, all the Facebook, Instagram links in the description down below and as well in the comments. So do check him out if you guys want a new phone. So in this selfie video, just let me know what you guys think about the whole dynamic range and the differences between these two phones here in 2020. So before we go any further, I have to show you both of these phones over here, the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra and S20 Ultra, so that you guys will actually believe me when I show you the shots that I've taken so far in this video. So we're going to start off with some outdoor shots over here, plenty of light and plenty of stuff to go through. And immediately, it won't be a surprise if you find that the images on the left and on the right are very similar to each other, seeing that the Note 20 Ultra and S20 Ultra do have very similar specs in terms of the hardware and software. It's really hard to choose a clear winner among these two. Sometimes I do want to say the Note 20 Ultra does better with dynamic range, but sometimes the S20 Ultra does actually better than the Note 20 Ultra. Overall, details and color reproduction are really good on both of these phones. And you also notice the field of view on both of these phones' cameras are about the same actually. Even under trickier lighting conditions, you can see that both phones, they handle the dynamic range very well individually. And here are some indoor shots taken, and as you can see again, both phones, they do give you very similar color, details and the whole dynamic range. Now let's talk about that main lens on both of these phones. So the S20 Ultra and Note 20 Ultra, they do have that 108 megapixel main sensor, but if you're going to take all those shots, it's going to be compressed all the way down to 12 megapixels. And when you take shots like this and do crop into them, you would expect a good amount of details on both of these phones. And again, I would say both phones, they do a very good job, but I would give it to the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra. It does look sharper and it gives a little bit more details compared to the S20 Ultra. So now we're going to test out the wide lens, ultra wide and telephoto lens. And I would say going on from the main lens to this ultra wide, there isn't much difference in terms of quality. It does look a bit softer and it does look a bit noisier, but it isn't much of a difference comparing both of these phones side by side. Of course, the main differentiating factor between these two phones is the fact that the Note 20 Ultra can go up to 50 times of zoom, whereas on the S20 Ultra, it can go up to an amazing 100 times of zoom. And yes, you're going to lose a lot of details when you zoom in that much anyway, but I would say it's a pretty cool feature to have, but something I don't think I would actually use on a daily basis. But then again, it's something that probably Samsung wants to charge you extra for. So as you can see on this table over here, as we zoom in 10 times, I would say the S20 Ultra does actually give you a sharper image compared to the Note 20 Ultra. And when you zoom in all the way to 50 times, both phones, they are pretty noisy and pretty blurry. And it's pretty hard to actually choose a clear winner between these two. So in broad daylight, going on from its main lens to its ultra wide and telephoto, there isn't much of a difference between both phones. And right now, we're going to go on to this super stalker mode over here. So going on from its main lens to its ultra wide, you can see in both phones, they do a really good job. And when you zoom in at 50 times on the Note 20 Ultra, you can see it's still pretty good compared to the Galaxy S20 Ultra when it's flexing it at 100 times of zoom. For the sake of this video, I have to advise you guys to use your phone and its telephoto cameras responsibly because you don't want to get into trouble. Now we're going to go on to some live focus or portrait shots over here. And in general, I would say the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra will give you a more saturated image compared to the S20 Ultra. It's a pretty subjective thing to say which one is better, and do leave a comment down below which one you think takes a better shot. Cropping in into most of these images, you'll see that the subject separation and details are very good on both of these phones. And again, dynamic range even under trickier lighting conditions are handled very well on both of these phones, but I would say the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra does slightly better compared to the Galaxy S20 Ultra. And one great feature I do like on both phones is the fact that you can take portrait shots using its ultra wide camera. So here are some close-up shots on both of these phones. They do not have a dedicated macro lens, but you can see here that both phones, they do a very good job taking close-up shots. you can still get a very good shot with good amount of details. So one of the major problem that the S20 Ultra had when it was first launched is the fact that it was very slow during its autofocus in video mode. And over the past 6 months with numerous updates, I would say the S20 Ultra has actually improved a lot. Over here, side by side with the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra, which does have an laser autofocus, you can see that both phones, they are very good, very fast, very smooth when it comes to that autofocus. And to be honest, there isn't much of a difference looking at the autofocus on both of these phones. So now we're going to check out some selfie shots over here, and as you can see straight away that the Note 20 Ultra actually does take a better shot compared to the S20 Ultra, which does change my skin tone and lose a lot of those details. But under better lighting conditions, it's pretty hard to choose a clear winner among these two phones. And even under trickier lighting conditions again, both phones, they do a very good job handling those dynamic range on my face over here. Overall, you're going to get a very good selfie image. And over here you can see that both phones in its ultra stabilization mode, they do a very good job. And over here we have some slow-mo videos for you guys. And as you can see, for some reason the Samsung Galaxy phones, they do have that small jitter when you're using this slow-mo mode. What is up guys, welcome back. Over here we are back at our usual spot. So today we're going to check out if there's any difference in terms of the night part of the cameras when it comes to the S20 Ultra all the way to the Note 20 Ultra. So we're going to see how well the video is taken, any jittery here and there, and see if there's any improvement. Right now I would say though that the Note 20 Ultra does look better. As you can see here on the S20 Ultra on the back there, it's very similar to when I was taking on the S20 Plus. It does look very blue indeed. It's not so severe on the Note 20 Ultra. As you can see there on the back, for some reason the white balance and everything is pretty messed up on the S20 Ultra. So now we're going to check out some night shots over here, and you're going to notice not much of a difference between both of these phones, and it's not very surprising seeing that the night mode is more dependent on its software. But I would say in general that the Note 20 Ultra would give you a sharper and brighter image compared to the Galaxy S20 Ultra. And also you can take night mode with its ultra wide camera, but they do give you a very grainy and soft image. So one thing I do really hope on Samsung Galaxy phones is with that amazing hardware, they would improve their night mode to compete with the likes of Huawei, even the Pixel phones. And lastly over here, we're going to take some shots of the moon, and at 50 times zoom, you're going to see that both phones, they do give you very similar images. But the S20 Ultra for this part is very impressive, going up to 100 times, and this is what you're going to get. So that is it guys, this is the camera comparison between the Galaxy S20 Ultra and Note 20 Ultra. Do let me know in the comments down below which one you think did better and also which phones you guys are using. So if you enjoyed this video, do click that like and smash that subscribe button down below for more videos like this in the future. Do follow me on my socials as well on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and also here on YouTube at Dr. Hummus Tech. So that is it, this is Dr. Hummus Tech. Stay safe, take care, and wash those hands.